Let's see. I'm in the car because today is gonna be super spontaneous. Okay, I'll wait for some people to say hi. Hello. Somebody say hi so I know that you are on, that I'm on. Hello, Tish. Okay, let's do the intro from here. Why not? In the car. Maybe more light. So hello everybody. First of all, did you get the news that we were going to start a little later? 15 minutes later? Because there was a lot of traffic, so that's why. Let me know about that. Let me know if you got the news about starting a little later. Anyways, in the meantime, let me start. Okay, you saw it on Facebook. Perfect. So, today is a special day. Last year, exactly on 21st of April 2024, and today is 18, so almost a year. In 3 days, it will be a year. I started the tours again, and I'm glad you're all here. I started the tours again, and it was really rewarding most of the time. So it was a good choice to be back, and thank you. Now, why not doing the anniversary tour on Monday, which is exactly 1 year? First of all, because it's a Monday and probably most people wouldn't be online. Second, because Sunday it's Easter, but on Monday, only in Italy and maybe some other countries, probably even in Canada, I heard there's something, but I'm not sure, we celebrate Little Easter. So it's a holiday as well. So that's why this year it was a totally coincidence that Little Easter was on the exact same day of my anniversary. And another coincidence is that Little Easter is on the same day of Rome's birthday, 21st of April. It's a total coincidence. It never happened before. So, of course, it wouldn't be the perfect day to celebrate that. Oh, you do. So, okay, see, you do that as well. So, basically, Monday is Little Easter. It's my first year anniversary, and it's Rome's birthday. Last year, it wasn't Little Easter. It wasn't Easter time. That's why I could do the tour on the 21st of April. But I decided to do it on a Friday night because it's Friday, it's night, we're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be super spontaneous, by the way, because you know that we are gonna see the Trevi Fountain after a very long restoration. It's shining, it's beautiful, it's magnificent, outstanding, but I decided to go spontaneously on the rest of the tour. And as a matter of fact, I found myself to park in this beautiful area, and we're gonna start from here, just like super quick, and then we'll head to Trevi Fountain. Okay, so other than that, thank you for the wishes. I'm glad. We're gonna make it special. We're gonna make it a little bit different. I'm gonna give you more facts about the Trevi Fountain, and for the first time, some untold things about it, because I know we've been there many times, but probably we haven't. I haven't told you some other stuff that are super curious to know. And so the untold about the Trevi Fountain, at least 6 or 8 more things that you probably don't know about the Trevi Fountain. So we can start the tour, reminding you that this is a free tour. Today we'll celebrate 1 year anniversary with me, Rome's birthday, which is celebrating 2,774, 79 years. So many. But we'll tell you more about it. Hello, Elisabetta. And then we'll also celebrate Little Easter, basically Easter together. So it's all together. Other than that, reminding you that this is a free tour. Hopefully, oh, by the way, about the newsletter, did you all receive my newsletter? If you haven't, you can send me an email to Messenger and I will add you to the next one. But I sent a newsletter a few days ago, okay? Next tours will be on Sundays and we'll be starting not at 5 p.m. but at 5:30, so 30 minutes later, okay? Because it's sunny already. And they're all new, brand new and beautiful. We're gonna go to Villa Celimontana, which is one of the most characteristic. It's almost like Villa Sciarra if you've been on that tour with me. You remember Villa Sciarra was the first of the villas, totally off of the beaten path, but totally worth it. And if you haven't watched it, go back and watch that tour. We're gonna go to this beautiful villa, then we're gonna go to the Jewish ghetto, and then we're gonna go finally to Villa Borghese, which will be divided at least in 2 parts, at least, because it's huge. Hello everybody. Now, reminding you that this is a free tour, so you should spread the word with your family and friends. It's really important. I keep saying that the more we are, the more people subscribe to the channel, and do so if you haven't done it before. Subscribe to the channel and make sure to tell other people about these tours. The more we grow, the more tours are supported, the more I can keep going. It's super important. No support, no tours. You know that. So, and since I know that probably some of you can support, or maybe you can support all the time, this spreading the word with other people will allow the tours to be alive, because maybe sometimes a person can support, sometimes the other, and blah, blah, blah. And in some way, we can keep going with the tours. So it's super, super important. Touraine-le-Château, that's Paris. That's France. It's not Italy, Matthew. But maybe you can ask us, the French guides. So, other than that, so spread the word and support. Support how? You can support by leaving a tip. The linking tips, the tip links are in the description below, both PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee. You find them in the description below, you find in the description of the channel, or you can also message me on Messenger after the tour. You can do it during the tour, you can do it after the tour, you can do it now, you can do it whenever you want. You can support any amount. If you want to support any amount, you can just do it on PayPal. If you want to do Buy Coffee, you can do it on Buy Me Coffee, okay? Don't worry, Matthew, we're in Rome, still beautiful. Okay, let me close my... Okay, are we ready? Yes, we're ready. Okay, the lights. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. It's a beautiful restaurant here. Let me close the car. Maybe let me put the pouch this way. In the meantime, look how beautiful this church in front of us. Super, super beautiful. Very particular. Maybe one day we'll come here. Did I close the car? Wait, let me check, guys. Sorry. Give me a second. Just want to make sure. Yes, I closed it. See, as I said before, I found parking here, and so I decided to start a tour from here. Why not? Such a beautiful, beautiful church. Probably, I don't know, is it viewable, visible from the screen? I hope so. Very glad also. Why are we doing this at night? Because it's been a while we haven't done a tour at night, right? And how about we're seeing the Trevi Fountain, which is the most iconic of the monuments, not only after such a long time, but at night. You will love that. Yes, very, very particular church we have in front because of the shape. You may see that it's circular, so very, very unusual shape. And this is the church of Saint Bernard at the thermal baths. very particular name too. There's a beautiful icon in the middle. Probably we will come back here at during the day. Night view is fine. How about the viewing of the screen? Because I feel like it's a little dirty. Maybe let me clean it a little. Wait. Is it better? Is it good? What do we have in front? We have Saint Susana. This church is really has a very particular story. I don't know if some of you have been to the tour I've done about the fountains at night. This was one of them. I mean, because it's a tour with fountains, but with churches as well. Okay, there are some crazy kids on how do you call those? I forgot. How do you call those? The not the Muppets, the damn it, I forgot. Scooters. There you go, scooters. So have you been to that tour? You remember that tour with me? You do? You don't? Scooters, yes, scooters. I was looking for that word and I forgot. Anyways, Saint Susana, very particular, as I said before. Of course, this is one of the many churches in Rome, one of the many beautiful ones. Vespas, yeah, probably scooters. But just for those who were not in that tour, as I said before, I'm going very spontaneously today. The only thing that is planned is Trevi Fountain. The rest is just we will walk spontaneously. This one was born as a Christian church in the 3rd century, so a very old one. And then it became a place of worship dedicated to Christians in the 4th century. The story is very particular because according to tradition, Susana, which is the name of this girl and also the name of the church, rejected Diocletian's foster son as her husband, having vowed to virginity. She wanted to stay as a virgin. And for this refusal, though, she was sentenced to be beheaded. So they wanted to cut her head. And after her death, her uncle Caio, who in the meantime became Pope, ordered that Susana be remembered and venerated right inside her house. That was right in front where the church is now. So her house then became a church. It's a little chilly. I probably should have wore a better coat. Ooh, but it's okay. You know, we have a curse in Italy that it's always rainy during Easter, and all Italians know that. It's very, very famous. Now let's wait for the scooters to go and we'll go. So also what we have in front is the fountain of Moses. Probably one of the most beautiful fountain. We can also join it, reach it, why not? The architect is Domenico Fontana. We talked about this fountain so many times. I'm gonna go quick on all these places because my main my goal today is Trevi Fountain. Let's cross. Looks like I'm good. I'm good. And look how beautiful. The lions that you see are a copy. They're not original. and they throw water directly into the basins at the sides, but also the central one. Look how beautiful the jets have been renewed, and so they're working perfectly. Much better to see it live and so close, right? You can even enter. As you see, there's a little entrance here and also on the other sides. I have a little headache, to be honest, but it's okay. Will probably go away. And of course, here in the central part, we have Moses, who is depicted indicating the waters that miraculously gushed from the rock. The statue was made by this guy called Leonardo Sormani. I probably mentioned him a few times. There's this legend, but the legend is false, just to tell you in advance. Because it is said that due to the shame he felt for the ugliness of the statue, he committed suicide. And but this is not true. Why though he thought it was ugly? Because and now I need to go back so that you see what I want to tell you. Let me cross. Sorry, I'm looking at the street. I don't want to be hit. Okay. Now you probably see better. This is the Fountain of Moses, Stu. You see how small compared to the whole monument the statue is. It's because the Pope who gave the funds to construct the fountain, as every Pope, they needed to praise themselves with an inscription, and you see it right up there. So what he did, he wrote that inscription, and then, not happy about it, he said, you know what, I want to add something else, and he added right there. So you see, this portion of the monument is occupied by the inscription, and so the poor guy, he only left half of the monument. His intent was to make a Moses that would resemble the David in Florence, so way higher, at least until here, you see. So at least covering the first part of the inscription. But of course he didn't have enough space, because he couldn't place it under that, because there was the place of the rocks. So it had to be from, let's wait for the bus to go. He had to go from this point upper, and he didn't have enough space, so he made it stocky, made it chubby, and this is why then the false legend of him committing suicide, and because of this, Romans decided to nickname this statue the ridiculous Moses. Behind me. And unfortunately, see, the Holy Cross, the Colosseum, yes. And now in front of Saint Susana, which is, we can go a little closer. Look at the details of this church, which is most of the time is closed. So maybe one day we can finally see it inside, because we talked about it many times, but we happen never to be inside. And it's such a shame. And probably we haven't been this close though. We've always walked by, but never got closer. And as I said, the rest of the tour would have been spontaneous. I happened to park close to Saint Susana, so I decided to stop here. And now we're walking towards Trevi Fountain and see things in the way. Okay, if you've been to my tour, let's do a little quiz. What's next? Let's see if you're a true Roman expert. What's next? We're going towards Trevi Fountain. And we just left the Fountain of Moses and Santa Susana. So what's next in terms of important attractions? I'll wait because we have a little walk to do, so it's fine. I'm not in a rush. The Pantheon? No, that's even farther. But good guess, good guess. That's even farther the fountain, and we still need to reach the fountain. What else? What else? We're almost there. Come on. You win 1 Roman point. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Spanish Steps? No. No. They are even farther. The Trevi Fountain. No, these are not buildings. They're offices or part of the Italian government or police. It depends on the building. Like, for example, this one. It's a mix of many buildings together. Rome Korean Church, Presbyterian Mission, St. Andrew's Church of Scotland. It's a mix of everything. It has to be another church. Allora, Celia, Quirinale. Quirinale. It's not a bad answer, but that's after the one we're seeing now. So at least that wasn't that bad. But before Quirinale, come on, we've been here many times. It's another fountain. We're almost there. Okay, there's a church, but the main attraction is not the church. It's a very, I can give you a hint, it's a very, very noisy intersection. Does that help? A very noisy intersection with a church that when you enter, you forget about that noise and you enter a paradisiacal atmosphere. That's what the church wants to convey, being in a very trafficy area and then enter this very silent atmosphere once in. Yeah, Lori. Yes, Celia, good job, good job. Okay, you guessed, and we are here. The intersection with the 4 fountains. This is exactly called in Italian quattro fontane, 4 fountains, because of the fountain on each side, on each corner. Again, we've been here many times. we're just gonna go quickly on this so we can see as much as possible today. This is a tour mainly on Trevi Fountain, as I said before, but at least we have an idea. So for example, we can start from this one. And I will sit so I can enjoy it. She's peacefully enjoying. She's laying down. And the church, of course, was the church at the Four Fountains. Saint Charles, actually Saint Little Charles, remember? Now this one is Diana. This is Diana Fountain. It's the symbol of loyalty, the goddess of the hunt. The fountain is the only one that doesn't have a background. As you see, there's not much. There's just a few plants upper, but no background at all. It is equipped though with some characteristic elements of Pope Sixtus V, a coat of arms, such as the star and the lion's head, which I want to show you. This is the lion, and the stars are on the sides, you see, and also on the other side. And Diana. Let's see how close I can get to show you. You know that all these fountains are now actually attributed to architect in particular, but there are just some assumptions. Let's see if I can cross now. Yes, I can. And here we have the Arno. We're gonna go to the Arno side. Symbolizes Florence, because Arno is the Florence river. Tuscany also. Tuscany's main river, not only Florence. It has a much smaller background with a simple vegetation relief. You see it there. And then we have a lion right here, which emerges on the side and on the back of the statue. And this one, as we said before, all the creations are made by an unknown artist, so we're not really sure on this. He's also holding a cornucopia. I say also because also the next one is. Let me show it a little closer. Okay, and following next is the Tiber. Let's cross before it turns red. Every fountain you can actually enter with no problem. There's always a little space like here, which is actually makes it better for people that wants to stay close, because it's a very difficult intersection, and so it's just better to enter and be a little safer. And this is the Tiber. The Tiber. Look how beautiful the vegetation behind it symbolizes Rome, of course, since its main river is the Tiber. He has a rich decorated background, and he holds a cornucopia as well, as you see this beautiful one, full of fruit in the left hand, and of course next to him there's the she-wolf, you see, the animal symbol of the city. And also you may not see, but there under the mammals, we have, I don't know if you say mammals, you have the Romulus and Remus, the two twins. This one is not working, and so for example this one stopped. But the ones that actually work, they work non-stop. They stop just when they need to clean them, and maybe like in just for Trevi Fountain when they need to collect the money. Let's see the details of this one. And the church behind is the one that we mentioned the most, is Saint Charles, Saint Little Charles at Four Fountains. And now the last one, which is Juno, is a symbol of strength, goddess of marriage and childbirth. He has a rich decorated background. This one is working, but it's not filled. I have no idea why. Rich decorated background as well. Look how beautiful. Just like the one of the Tiber. On our left we have a peacock. While on this side we have a lion's head where the water gushes from. It's the same one with the sign, the one of the Arno. The fountain of the Arno, the fountain of the Florence. Okay. Oh, by the way, the church, let me show you, St. Little Charles. The one that I told you that one saying you will feel like in a very paradisiacal atmosphere, since it really tries to combat that idea that one thing you forget about the smog, the traffic, the chaos. The other and also you can tell it's in the middle intersection because it's very dirty. They should clean it, but it's not easy here to do so. The other thing about this church, if you notice, is the dynamism of the church. You see it goes concave and convex and concave. Why? The artist wanted to give that idea that the church was actually big, and the only way to do so in a very small place was to do this little trick. But in reality, the church is very small. Very beautiful one. And now we have a little walk until the next stop, which somebody said already is the Quirinale. We have been to Quirinal Hill not a long time ago, if you remember, when we went for our first of the 7 hills of Rome. You remember? We haven't done it the second yet hill, but well, in a way we did, but we will repeat it probably. We've been to Palatine Hill also, but we'll definitely repeat that one. Probably as our last of the 7 hills, we'll go back to the Palatine. And now this little walk actually gives us the opportunity and the time to talk a little bit about Rome's birthday, because as you know, on the 21st it will be Rome's birthday on Monday, and Rome is celebrating how many years? How many? Who knows? Let's see if you know history a little. Yeah, it is, Polly. I agree. Nobody's answering. When then I'll probably answer. I'll give you a few more seconds. Happy birthday, Rome. Yes. Okay, well. Allora, yes, Elisabetta, corretto. So, how much is that? Elisabetta is saying 753 for a reason. Because 753 BC, April 21st, it's when Romulus founded Rome. Not really 3000, almost. No, it's not plus. Yes, it's plus, sorry. It's plus. Esattamente. Nah, not really. Do it again. 2778. Almost, Celia. 2 more years. So in a few years we'll do 2780. Let's see. Probably I will be alive when 780 when it will turn 2800. Definitely not for when it will be 3000. Who knows where the world will be? Can you imagine? I won't be here doing chores. Anyways, so according to the legend, I know that generally you know this story, but since it's Rome's birthday, it's worth to hear it again, right? Rome's history begins in the Tiber. We're not close to it, but we can still mention it. When the basket on which Romulus and Remus, the 2 twins, had been laid, snagged on its banks. The river embraces and protects them until the arrival of the she-wolf, the famous and popular she-wolf. Now, also the symbolic animal of the city, as I mentioned before. And this is why every year on this date, the Romans celebrate Rome's Christmas. We actually call it Rome's Christmas, not Rome's birthday, but it's actually Rome's birthday. Nothing to do with Christmas though. An anniversary that has, of course, being celebrated every year and symbolically celebrates the birth of the eternal city. In fact, it is an absolutely secular holiday, one of the oldest, actually the oldest. Very interesting to know. It is from this date, in fact, that the Roman chronology was calculated with the phrase ab urbe condita, which means from the foundation of the city. This is when we start counting and having our calendar. The presence of the river for the history. Oh, I have such an extra for you. You have no idea. You will love it. You will love it. The presence of the river very important for the birth of the city, because some argue that the archaic name of the Tiber, which was Rumon or Rumen, the root of which comes from ruo, meaning I flow, gave the city its name, so that Rome would have meant city of the river. There's this belief in a way. It's also thanks to the Tiber that Rome was transformed from small rural encampment of the founding to the marvelous city of the imperial age and to the one that it is today. And we are in front of the Dioscuri, the fountain of the Dioscuri, which is in front of the Quirinale. of the Quirinale. Beautiful one. Particularity about this fountain is that the height of the horses are the same height of the man. You notice that? Very particular. And we've been to this place before. How's the viewing, by the way? Let me know. This is the Quirinal. The hill, one of the hill, also the most political hill of all of the seven of Rome, but also there's nobody here, I love it, but also the place where the President of the Republic works. We have a Prime Minister and a President of the Republic. A Prime Minister is the famous lady Giorgia Meloni, which now should be in the States, and our President of the Republic is Sergio Mattarella. View is good, perfect. Are you ready for the beautiful extra before we head to Trevi Fountain? Ready, ready, ready? Ready, ready, ready? Well, if you're ready, before that extra, reminding you that this is a free tour, but if you want to support, you can do so by leaving a tip on both PayPal and Buy Me Coffee. The links are in the description below. You can click on both of them and leave a tip on either one. And also the links are in the description. You need to leave. Okay, Cheryl, don't worry. You have the links in the description of the channel. Before that extra, just wanted to remind you halfway about the support. If you have any problem with that, you can just message me on Messenger, and I will send you the links. She's back, and she oh yes. Okay, but we're not talking about politics. Just mentioning the fact that she's been there. Okay, the little extra is in front of me. Look at the view from the balcony. The Vatican. Maybe the farther I go, the better for you to see it. Because if I go a little too close to the balcony, to the parapet, you won't be able to actually enjoy it. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. My screen is a little faded and white, so that's why I don't see if it's clear, but you tell me it's clear, so I trust you. The only thing about this is that there is a crane. I wish they could wipe it out, because it's always there and it kind of ruins the view, especially from a central point of view. Beautiful, calm, tranquil night tour. And now we're doing the stairs. I was climbing this while we were during the Quirinal, you remember, to show you the change of the guards, you remember? I was literally climbing on here and through those little spaces, showing you the change of the guard and all the musical bands playing. I think it was a beautiful moment. Now. You remember on the sides of this we have old Roman statues going all over the wall. And they go up there. Almost nobody in the street. Hopefully the Trevi Fountain will be empty as well. But of course I'm joking, because you know it's always full of people. So And now we are ready. I still see the top of the Vatican, of the St. Peter's Church. I'm glad we're so many. So hi to everybody. Now I'm descending this part to finally reach the beautiful fountain. Ciao Diana. And give you some extra infos that probably I have never given before. Oh, look how beautiful this little arch. This is Vicolo Skanderbeg. We can actually even go this part. We're never. Oh, you want to go this part? Sorry, we're never gone. We have never been this side. First time. Let's do it. First time. Let's do it. Why not? Right? Let's discover something new. Hello, Karen. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lori. I love that romance, this kind of romantic, soft atmosphere that makes it even look even better, like very romantic. Okay, I love this. The little restaurants on the side, on the right, and us about to reach the beautiful fountain. On this side. Okay. Very atmospheric, Polly. Good for one of your drawings. Very, very atmospheric. If we go to the left, we're gonna see the city of the water. What is that? Of course, we're not gonna be able to get in, but I just want to show you. It's really close to Trevi Fountain. There you go. The city of the water. If you happen to go inside here, you go downstairs and you go to the underground archaeological area of the Trevi Fountain and see the actual aqueduct. But if we go this way, we'll see, of course, the beautiful fountain. Well, PA, I think you're doing the right thing. So, just in case, go back with the video, take a screenshot of that place. So if you want to come, as you see, it's really, really close to the Trevi Fountain. And more people here, of course. So many people. We'll probably stand a little farther first, and then we'll probably get closer because it's really, really, really tough. I love the lady complaining. It's like, I can't walk anymore. Let's go home. Let's go to the hotel. And the man is like, no, I want to see the Trevi Fountain. Everybody's here. Look at the people. I'm gonna show you. Look at that. Yes, I always come at night around 5 a.m. in the morning. Maybe we can do a tour at that time. Why not? There's nobody at the time, but a lot of people wanted to come where there was nobody. A lot of influencers, and now a lot of people are coming also at that time. They woke up on purpose just to see the fountain empty.
What did you say?
Allora, Elisabetta, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the first support of the tour. Now let's try to find a spot.
Wow. Guess I'll be watching these, right?
Because I feel like there's just people that want to stay here no matter what. You love to see it empty. You have to come during the day, Tuesday or Friday.
No, but I got to open my ice cream first.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I said it completely empty during the pandemic though, and it was beautiful. Look at the view from here. We have everybody here. We have a special view. Now, since we've been here many times, I don't want to tell you about the whole thing because we've gone through that a lot of times, right? I mean, of course, let's remind that it was constructed in 30 years between 1732 and 1762. Was Bernini a part of this? No, he actually was the first one to try to make a fountain, and he just could make a bath with 3 hydrants. Not really appealing. Can you imagine if we had that instead of this? Luckily, Nicola Salvi took over the project and happened to construct this. Apparently not Celia. Of course, it's the scene of the ocean, of the sea. We have the statue of the ocean in the middle, and then we have the 2 tritons. One is old, one is young. They both represent different ages, phases of a man's life: old, wise; young, less wise. And they are both leading these 2 horses, which one is calm and one is not. You may already guess which one belongs to. The wise old man is leading the calm one. The young one is leading the upset one. The whole scene represents the sea. And that's why the statue in the middle is dedicated to the ocean. We've always mentioned that among the legends hidden behind the name of the fountain was that of the junction of the 3 streets, which in Italian we would say tre vie, similar in fact to the word Trevi, tre vie, Trevi. Remember that? Well, what are these streets though? We never mentioned those streets. The famous streets are Collatina, Prenestina and Tiburtina. And by the way, all of them are still in use today. Actually, I took one of them to come here. Super long streets and super popular one. A fourth hypothesis for the name, which we probably never said before, and I'm doing this little untold story for in occasion of our first anniversary, so I wanted to make it a little more special. The first hypothesis is about the name is that we probably never said it, is that refers to Luturna. Luturna was a nymph, the nymph invoked during drought, and who had a temple called Trevi. That's why probably the name. Thank you so much, Michaela, for your support. Very much appreciated. And as mentioned many times instead, the fountain began to take shape with Urban VIII, the Pope. We can't zoom, unfortunately, on gimbals. Maybe, no, we can't, unfortunately. The top middle is the Gold Ocean. Oh, you mean the top? No, those are just angel figures. But if you mean the four statues on the top, then... So, the one on top are just cherubs. They are adorning the coat of arms. If you mean those. If you mean the one just under it, they are famous, the four famous statues on top of the four columns that you see. I don't know if you meant that, Lori. But just in case you do, those one are beginning from the left. The abundance of the fruits, the fertility of the fields, the wealth of the autumn, and the amenity of the gardens, if that's what you meant. Thank you so much, Anne, for the support. Very much appreciated. As I was saying, the whole project began to take shape with Pope Urban VIII. We have a very special spot here while I'm showing you everything. And decided to replace it with a grand fountain, the Pope, and for this reason commissioned Bernini. The architect presented very expensive designs to which Pope Bernini was forced to raise taxes on wine in order to make the fountain. And many Romans, of course, were opposed to these measures, but there was no way to oppose. And as a result, Bernini had to deal with what he had already dismantled. Gian Lorenzo Bernini also, Urban VIII, and Nicola Salvi, who, by the way, is the real architect of the fountain. So Gian Lorenzo Bernini was the first one to make the first project, so the bath with the 3 hydrants, right? Urban VIII, the Pope that commissioned, and Nicola Salvi, the architect. Curious fact about them, they all died without seeing the fountain having been completed. Let me thank Mary Lou. Thank you so much for your support. The fountain was officially inaugurated on May 22, so in a month, it will be 263 years of this year, because it was inaugurated on May 22nd, 1762. So 263 years ago. Now let's talk about the throwing of the coin, and we talked about that many times. This tradition must be accomplished by turning your back to the fountain with your right hand on your left shoulder and with your eyes closed. I don't know if you knew that, but what we have never revealed is that if by turning around quickly, once the coin has been tossed, you can stop with your eyes the moment when the coin touches the water of the fountain, the surface, you will surely make it back to Rome. Thank you, Pei. Thank you, Pei. And I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much. And I agree with you. Now, let's get a little closer so I can give you a closer look. But that's the reality, Pei. We're gonna get closer and give you some other infos. There's a lot of people, so you need to be patient because before I get down, we'll take a little. The people screaming are people that are celebrating a birthday, 18th birthday, because in Italy is the adult age. Let me get closer first because it's very crowded here. And now we definitely are closer. All the people throwing the coin. Karen, if you want to do donation, there are the links in the description of this tour. So if you click on the description of the tour, you find the links there. Or maybe some of you can write the link directly on here. Or even just on the description of the channel. Now we're definitely closer. I just wanted to give you also the closer look. So you know now how you have to do for tossing the coin and actually get back to Rome. Many people will remember the many films made here at the fountain, but one of the most famous films was the one starring Totò. T-O-T-O. Probably Elisabetta surely knows. But Totò is our main and first actor in Italy. Is our Charlie Chaplin. This movie is called Scam 62, translated into English, in Italian Truffa 62. And basically there's a swindler played by Totò himself after chasing away a little boy who is picking up some pennies from the bottom of the basin, turns to an Italian-American businessman and he tells him, this fountain belongs to me. You know, for every picture they take, they need to give me 300 liras. And he said, oh, then it's a very good business, he says, kind of like that. I'm trying just to remember the words. And I say, and tell me, man, you're selling this fountain? Yes, I'm selling it, because I'm Generation Trevi. Of course it's not, he's doing a scam. The Italian-American businessman buys tries to buy the fountain, but something happens, and I can give you more details because, of course, you need to see the movie. Thank you, Don. Yes, Anne. 753 before Christ. Thank you so much, Paulina, for your support. Now, so definitely I highly suggest to see this movie. Don't forget to see. Now, we all know that Anita Eber, the famous actress that entered the fountain during the scene of La Dolce Vita, you all remember that scene, right? And also we remember about the performer that threw a red dye all over the water. But that's not all. Another performer who ended up in all newspapers is a Spanish artist, Adrián Pino Olivera. In April 2017, he entered the fountain naked, here, relating his nudity to the sacredness of his art. In his own words, he basically said that contemporary Western society limits our freedom and pushes us to think within pre-constituted patterns. So we must free ourselves from this mask, from this convention, and present ourselves naked to the world. That was his reason to enter the fountain. This is also the key to the true happiness, according to this artist. In this case, we urge you to limit your artistic spirit. We all do as Romans. And keep your clothes on. Thank you. Finally, also, have you ever wondered why birds do not approach this monument? Think of the seagulls, of pigeons that constantly fill the streets of the city. Here, this does not happen, and for a simple reason. Because of the structure is electrified. The small electric shocks, of course, by the way, do not harm the birds. They only serve to scare them away and to safeguard the cleanliness of the wonderful Trevi Fountain. Did you know that? And you see, there are no birds at all. That's the famous top right fake window. It's the only window that is being painted, following the pattern of the other windows on the rest of the church and the rest of the fountain. And you hear some whistling because there are people that are climbing on the fountain. And of course that's prohibited. I really do not understand how tourists do not understand that this is a monument and it shouldn't be climbed or any kind of harm. Sometimes, and that's why we need police, you see. And I'm glad the police is staring at them saying, hey, watch out. He tries to sell the fountain, correct. Let's move a little. Give you another view. Another legend has it that the competition to build a fountain was won by Nicola Salvi, as we all know, through cunning. Did you know that? It actually is said to have obstructed the view of the design of his main rival, Luigi Vanvitelli, another famous Neapolitan artist, by the way. Also, a university of architecture is named after him in Naples, with a reed cart. And so, thanks to this cunning, he happened to be the artist of the Trevi Fountain. At one time, there was once it happened that the fountain was closed at night with gates to prevent people from bathing in it or dirt in it. The custom has since then been abandoned. By the way, it shouldn't have, because as you see, there are still people doing so. And right in front, it's your moment to take a picture. Still some restoration going on, but as you see, the fountain is shining white, beautiful. Couldn't be better. Ragazzi, scusate. I don't know why people get into middle of the exit. And the church in front of us is open. Wow. Never happens. Allora. Maybe they should get the shocks like that. Yeah. Kind of agree. But at least they don't harm anybody here. Allora, thank you so much, Celia. Thank you for the wishes of anniversary. Thank you so much, Beverly. You shouldn't have. Thank you so much. And thank you, Paulina. Thank you, Paulina. This definitely gives me a boost to continue the tour. So thank you so much. Beautiful gelato. Who wants gelato? Maybe I do. It's a little chilly today, but still, it's always a good time to eat gelato, right? Thank you, PA, and also for your words of support. Very much appreciated that. And as I always say, it's not even like about a coffee or something. Even a small amount makes a difference. You know, if you can't much, even a small amount. Because if everybody lives a small amount, that still makes something, you know. Ah, there's a seagull here or what? Oh no, it's just wind. Oh wow. Ghost. and haunted Rome. Anyway, so happy. Oh, there's a seagull right there. They poop on me constantly. There you go. The seagull. Yeah, you saw it. Maybe we can see it from close. He probably feels like he's being chased by me. And they're actually mean, guys. They're not that nice. Anyways, now I have all this climbing to go back to my car. Reminding you that, as you see the back as well, reminding that next Sunday will be Villa Celimontana, brand new tour. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Don't miss that one, because we're going to this Villa Part 5. We're gonna see also Villa Borghese very soon, divided in 2 parts, at least 2 parts, if not 3. I don't want to make it long, but and by the way, you've been to Villa Borghese with me many times, right? But this time I'm showing you 8 extra attractions. 8. And there are even more because Villa Borghese is huge. But to make it always special and new, I'm adding this 8 attractions. By the way, that's why I'm thinking of making it in 3 parts, but we'll see how we can manage that. Yay, you can be my personal assistant. How about that? Public relation, I love that. You're making a great job, doing a good job. Allora, as always, I forget who is someone. So, thank you, someone, for your support. And yeah, I know, Polly, you're right about that too. Who is someone? I want to thank someone for the support. Ooh, sorry for the breathing. Anyways, as I was saying, don't forget, don't miss that Villa Celimontana tour. The Villa Borghese has 8 extra attractions that I'm gonna show, and in the middle of those tours, we're gonna go to the Jewish ghetto to enjoy the Jewish ghetto, because you have never been to Jewish ghetto with me. So basically it's a whole month of new things, because as I always say, I strive to give you new things. You know, at some point cities are what they are, but Rome is big. We still have stuff to show you that you haven't seen before. So Karen, then thank you. Thank you for your support. It's very important also to know the names. And sorry for asking you always, because I forget. But there are a few someones. You're not the only one, so that's why. Oh my God, I made it. Woo. We're back to the crib now. You're basically coming back to the car with me. But I don't want to bother you much, as always. Well, I said it many times. Let me thank. Oh wait. Oh, there was a last tip on PayPal. Oh, I'm so sorry. I deleted the. Maybe from. Maybe from Anne. Maybe from Anne. A tip from Anne, maybe. Maybe, not sure. But thank you for the last support as well. So I don't need to say it because you have been doing it at the end. But yes, free tours. But of course supported by you. So spread the word with your family and friends. Leave a tip, support with Buy Me Coffee or PayPal. The links are in the description below or in the description of the channel. You have been doing so I don't want to go too much on that. Thank you. Roselli, you sound very Italian. Thank you. All these new tours, I said about that, I said about everything. What else? What else are we missing here? Well, hopefully you enjoyed the Trevi Fountain special tour. We haven't been to the Trevi Fountain for a long time, and on top of that, I tried to make it a little unusual, not always with the same infos that we all know, but with a little more facts and anecdotes about it. So, just to make it a little more special. Thank you. I'm probably gonna get cold. Now, seeing you next Sunday and wishing you a very happy Easter and very happy little Easter. Hopefully you also enjoyed the night tour, which it's been a while as well. If you like it better, maybe sometimes we can make night tours instead of Sunday. Why not? You know that I generally do Sunday because it's the day for everybody. There's less traffic. It's probably easier to park if it's not in the middle of the week, and most of the things are open so I can show you, but at night is not the same. But the night has its charm as well, so yes. Yes, join every group. There's a live stream, going places virtually, virtual travel and tours, and don't forget the most important one, Miki and Adry, to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so, to click on the bells or on the notify button to get notified for each tour, to send me your email to Messenger so you can get notified with my newsletter that comes every week with news and things, and to follow my Facebook channel as well, Miki and Adry Travels. Happy Easter, everybody. Nana, I love that. Happy Easter, everybody, and thank you so much for your support. It was lovely to be with you tonight. Bye bye. Ciao, everybody. Buona Pasqua in Italian as well. Felices Pascuas. Happy Easter. And that's it. I probably don't know in the other languages.